What is up, guys? H19 back with another video. First of all, I just gotta say, there hasn't been too many uploads this week. Uh, as you guys might guess, holiday season can get pretty busy, so I hope everyone's enjoying their time with friends, family, or whatnot. But today we got a replay review. But before we get into that, I do want to make a quick announcement. This Sunday coming up, which is December 29th, we're gonna go live on a stream to settle something. There's some beef going around in the Chicago land area, and essentially two players are building an Iron Man team each of five players each. So 5v5 Iron Man to settle this beef. Money's on the line. You guys want to make sure to tune in for that. That's going to be again Sunday, December 29th, probably around 2 or 3 p.m. Central Time. So yes, tune in for that. And then what that also means is we're probably gonna have a test stream tomorrow. So test stream tomorrow, Iron Man 5v5 Sunday. Make sure you guys are here for that. But what we have here today is a replay from last week, continuation of the previous video. If you guys don't know, we entered one of Fraser Smith's last minute qualifiers for his end of year event, which he did stream. So shout out to I Am Nerd, Fraser Smith. Go check that those streams out if you haven't, or if you want to, might not want to. But yeah, we played this match actually on his stream, but I figured might as well throw it over here as well if you guys haven't seen it. What we entered with was this fun deck over here. I like to call this well, if you see in the title, I called it New Gas, but this is kind of like a value, another iteration of Value Turbo Turbo. But yeah, let's get to the game and see why this deck actually struggles. This was the final round, and we lost. We did not win this one. So, spoiler alert, we're going to see why that happened. So, let's get to it. We'll just hit fast play and try to point out anything obvious or not too obvious, I guess. So, actually, let's see what we cooked with. Our opponents had set a monster. We got Dust Shooted. Very unfortunate because we ended up getting Dust Shoot a lot this tournament. But yeah, let's see what else we got. So he puts back Sirocco. I think we just set set Reckless. Okay, maybe we're trying to bait something out. I don't know. I think we lose this one. And then what do we do? Oh, we set Raikou. He's gonna sack Caius, which is annoying. And he has a lot of back row. So at this point, I feel like I might uh need to make a push. All right, I remember this now. So over here, I kind of messed up a bit, but it didn't matter. His back row was really good. Uh, but essentially, what I was supposed to do here was actually special this Greffer, because if you guys are gonna see in a second, I actually special this second Greffer because I realized there was a mistake because we have one value engrave. We're trying to get a either like a Stardust play or something, but uh, I mean, there's a lot of things we could have done here a bit differently. Like maybe we could have just put pressure uh on the Caius with a Arbor Master, but that probably would have been met with the Mirror Force. So no matter what we do here, it's kind of bad luck left and right. So let's keep on seeing what we do. Yeah, I don't think it would have mattered too much because he would have had the Torrential and the Mirror Force. Over here, what we actually end up kind of like losing to is just not being able to out a dupe block any Pot of Avarices. I think he just ends up putting too much damage on board at one point. And right here, we're forced from Mirror Force. We do have the double Reckless, which is kind of insane, but what we should have is an extra Greffer. I don't know if that would have helped, but again, right now we're kind of just like losing to not having an out to this Dupe block, and then he gets a Caius, and we're dead there. So there was definitely a lot that we could have done differently that previous game. Like I said, I kind of misplayed that one turn. Uh, Maybe we should have just like I said, try to put pressure with an armor master. That would have been met by Mirror Force. Uh, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Either way, like we would have kind of been stuck behind that Dupe block eventually. But yeah, that's this second game. I think we won this one. Yeah, we did win this one because we eventually made it to a game 3. Right there, I think what did I do? Oh yeah, so this right here, I just wanted to put a good amount of pressure on here. I was thinking like the only thing that I really lose to is Brain Caius, which he did have, but I think I top deck something insane. That's met by Mirror Force. We set, and then just the return's gonna kill him by itself. Yep. So right there, we uh kind of just like I said, put the early pressure, and then the return just kind of killed him. But it was almost a non-game because of the Vanity Fiend. Like if he didn't have the brain control, it would have been over a bit sooner. But this last game, we're gonna see the huge problem with this deck. So there's a bottomless. We have a couple of back row. I don't think any of this is too important. So we are met by another Dushy right there, which is kind of crazy. They're gonna take another 1,000 to the face there. Again, I'm thinking that this is a Dupe Frog. I always think that's a Dupe Frog. In fact, I probably know it's a Dupe Frog at that point since he sent double Treeborn. So right there, I got rid of one Kaiku, but he draws another one. And I just attack to make sure that that is the Dupe Frog, even though I probably should have known at that point. Of course, I lose to Heavy Storm there. So here's like one thing that I also kind of was very unfortunate for me. Games 1 and 3, he Dushered me, and he saw specifically card destruction in hand. So he was able to set his really good back row and then just like clear me basically right there. And then over here, we're gonna see the Kryptonite of this deck. Are we next play? Whoops. Looks like we have to refresh this. But essentially, what we get to is like I said, the Kryptonite of this deck was in their hand, and it would be the Kaiku. And then one thing that we try to do to kind of deal with that is we side these deep prisons. I believe I did put them in against them. Some combination of like those and the Book of Moon. But like even still, like it just doesn't matter because I didn't draw it, and he ended up seeing uh 2. So that's how we lose this one essentially. Like after like the card destruction and after resolving like the recklesses and like this, like I actually feel like I'm in a pretty good position. Uh and even like the heavy storm wasn't like terrible either because yeah, the heavy storm wasn't terrible because we didn't really like minus hard at all or anything. We just lost like one card. It was essentially a 1-for-1 because we chained burial and we chained a reckless. So we only lost one card really. But like I said, we got rid of one Kaiku with card destruction, and then he just has the second one ready. But man, this is pretty nasty here. We set both. I don't know, it's not doing anything at this point. Like it's just kind of, yeah, it's over. Yeah, I mean, but you guys could see probably like the potential of a deck like this. Like I said, that Lemkaiku has been the kryptonite to this deck, even through like testing, not just in this game, but through testing, and that's why I opted to put these. I think I might have even said it in the book of Moon. I don't remember, but yeah, that's a big problem with this deck. Also, like a well-timed DD Crow, could really hurt because like I feel like this deck a lot of times just plays on that thin line of being like absolutely broken, uh and then like just not having enough like protection. So like if you like slow me down enough with this deck, like you'll be able to counter, like I said, slow. It's kind of like advanced farmer. You try to like slow down like the final board or like the high pressure, and then just try to makes it easier for you to break that pressure. So yeah, I mean, either way, this deck's pretty fun. If you guys could think of anything to help make this better, throw it down in the comments. I would appreciate it. But aside from that, like I said, stream this Sunday. Hit big stream on this Sunday. Well, not big, but it's gonna be fun. It'll be great if you guys are looking to tune into something. Feel free to stop by. Aside from that, I will catch y'all tomorrow for the test stream and Sunday for that Iron Man 5v5.